Hello and welcome to Confessions of a Refashionista. I'm Refashionista Sherry, and I am here to show you how to live affordably, sustainably, because why? Being eco-friendly shouldn't cost the earth. So today I have a very quick and easy upcycle for that dowdy skirt at the back of your closet, plus that too short t-shirt. But before we get into the tutorial, I have to share a quick word from this video's sponsor. Ayo, I'm Guy. I handle logisticals and security for Sherry, and this here video is sponsored by Sherry and Confessions of a Refashionista. So, you know what? If you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe, throw a like, throw a dislike if you don't like it, because you know what? Every single engagement, comments, like, dislike, everything helps with the algorithm. So even dislikes are showing support. So thanks very much for that. And if you want to help her out even more, enroll in her e-course. It's absolutely fantastic. You can get her very cheap ebooks. Even though they're cheap, you know what? They're packed with a bunch of info and tutorials. You can also, if you like her style, get her to make something just for you with her Refashionista boxes, shop her closet. All the links are down below. And yeah, back to the video. For this crazy quick and easy project, all you need is a frumpy skirt that preferably has an elastic waist and your too short top, plus of course your sewing gear. So the reason I actually came up with this idea is because of this too short top. Now this actually didn't start life as a too short top. It was a bodysuit that I had thrifted online. And of course, because I have a long torso, it was just very uncomfortable. And then also, like, to get it on, it has like a back zip. So how uncomfortable is that if you have to go to the bathroom? You have to basically, take everything off. So from now on, if I get a bodysuit, I'm only getting the ones that have the nice snaps in the gusset crotch area. Anywho, so I chopped the bottom part off, and you can see, like, I chopped it off as close as possible to, give myself some length left on this cute top here. But unfortunately, it's just too short, and it's very uncomfortable. It rides up, and yeah, so that's why I came up with this idea. So now we're going to transform these two less than stellar pieces into one delightful dress. And there's actually a couple of different ways you can stitch them together. The first is to simply pop the top into the skirt. And you want to make sure that the side seams are lined up, and then simply go stitch them together. Now, if your top is wider than your skirt or vice versa, you will have to stretch a bit as you stitch to keep them lined up. The second way to stitch them together is my favorite, and I use it all the time for just about anything that has to do with waistbands, is to figure out which of your garments is actually wider. Then take that garment, flip it inside out. Okay, like so. And then you want to place the other garment inside the inside-out garment with right sides facing. Once you have both of the garments fit together, then you want to match up the side seams. Now, this skirt actually only has one side seam, which is odd, but okay. So I'm just going to match up my top side seam with my single skirt side seam and pin them together, and then just kind of stretch my skirt to fit the width of my top, and kind of guesstimate here. I'm thinking that's close enough to, where the side seam should be. and pin that together. And then simply go and using a tight wide zigzag, stitch all of this together. Now the reason that we use the tight wide zigzag is so when you are pulling this on and off, the elastic and the top will still have that bit of stretch necessary to go, over your shoulders. And my dress is now complete. I have taken 2 items that I probably would never wear and combined them into something I will wear like right now. But before I try it on, I want to give you another quick little tip here. So you can see that I did go ahead and stitch with my tight wide zigzag over the outside seam as well, and this is just for my own kind of weird little refashionista brain. Now I know this is not going to come apart at all. It is super duper secure, and it also does help, not help, I mean it makes the elastic lay totally flat here. And again, how awesome did that come out? It is, who knew that you could take 2 items that are basically hiding at the back of your closet or, on the bottom of a dresser drawer and transform them into something that is gorgeous, that you will want to wear and is quite perfect for the hopefully coming soon fall weather. I don't know where you are in the world, but here in Toronto, it is still like summertime, except all the leaves are falling. So thank you, climate change. But anywho, for loads more tips, tricks, and rockin' Refashionista tutorials, please head on over to refashionistasherry.com. Everything is over there, including my absolutely fantastic new e-course. I am so pleased with how this came out. I am pretty darn proud of myself, if I do say so myself. And the early reviews that I have been receiving are incredibly positive, which makes me so excited that I am able to, from start to finish, teach people how easy it is to upcycle and refashion and create their own unique style using only what they already have in their own house or some very cheap items from the supermarket and local discount stores. Seriously, check out my Refashioning 101 e-course. And yeah, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag.